that will automatically update off the HTTP website when you use them, so that may be a tool that you'd prefer. And again, feel free to call me at the number below. Call Zach, with any further questions. And let's just see if you have any last questions that have come through. And how is the domestic hot water temperature controlled is one of the questions that came in. That's really controlled off of the, in two ways. One is you get to set the temperature on the domestic hot water. If in fact if the temperature goes above the set point, that is why they come with a mixing valve. I think you're addressing the situation where you have an outdoor reset control that will take the tank temperature above what your set point of domestic hot water is, and that will be the function of the tempering valve and all the multiple tempering valves throughout the house to adjust that temperature down. Now, one of the things it does is it ups the capacity of the unit by upping the temperature and using a mixing valve in the coldest time of year, which is not a bad idea at all. Another question, does California code allow direct vent gas appliances installation in the utility closet directly off a bedroom? Heck of a good question. I'm going to check on that. I have not had to think about that in a while. The bedroom issue I know is specifically an issue, and that has to do with alcove. I will get an answer to that, and then I'll broadcast it to all the attendees. I just haven't looked at that recently. And then the question is the regular Phoenix warranty a 3-year? I think I just covered that. The commercial applications is 3 years. The regular Phoenix or Phoenix Solar, that is the units without the Evolution, are 7-year. The Evolution is 12 years. So that's the way it is. I really want to thank you all for attending. Please, we'll stick around here and ask any questions. Does a solar panel use ethylene glycol? No solar collectors are going to use ethylene glycol. It's a highly toxic material. And also is impractical because it costs a lot of money to dispose it. It's propylene glycol that's used and readily available. We stock it. I'm sure others do. They'll stay tuned because there is a lot of movement on by Dow and others in enhanced freeze protection fluids that during the next year, keep your ears open, you'll be seeing word on. And if you don't want to do a closed loop propylene glycol filled systems, we have drain back systems which we just use water in them and of course drain back from the collector as the freeze protection methodology. Can get you all the sorts of information on that if you're interested. Does a high temperature reduce the life expectancy? I think high temperature in general reduces the life expectancy. So the reality is I see this product used heavily in radiant applications, and those are typical radiant applications. If you use outdoor reset, are going to be the tank at 120 degrees, which would be the domestic hot water minimum operation rate. The only reason we'd be going above that would be if there are particularly difficult areas where you're using, you might go up to 140 degrees for 120 degree supply water temperature. If you choose to do underfloor and use higher temperatures within the system, yes, you're going to, as you would with a boiler, shorten the life of anything in a hydronic system. The higher the temperature, the more the stress on any device. So my recommendation is whenever you can, go that direction. Air handlers, convectors, we have them available where you can operate those at 120 degrees. And you don't have to go to super high temperatures in order to get the results you want. So happy to discuss any design options you might want to go through on that. So that's what we have for now. You'll be seeing invitations to several webinars coming up on things like the Altherma heat pump and other devices. This is going to be a year of many interesting options for the hydronic industry and ways of expanding our marketplace. Certainly I see the evolution as one of them, because we're meeting what the builders and architects and end users want, which is a simple, straightforward appliance approach to the industry. Been hearing that requirement over and over and over again for years from specifiers, as well as other technology. So with that, I want to thank you, and please give a call with any questions that might have come up here. Thanks so much.